What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to another video. This is coming to you from the golf clubs at Highlands. It's in central Virginia. I think it's a little bit outside of Richmond. Can't remember the exact city, but this is on the list. And if you all remember, I don't know if I made this public or not, but I'm trying to play before my time here on Earth ends. Gosh, such a morbid intro there, but I want to play every single course in Virginia, and this one was interesting because I think it's technically private. I'm assuming it's semi-private now, as there are tee times available on Golf Now, and a schmuck like me was able to get on the course. But this was it's the fastest greens that I've ever played. It's not a long course. You'll see some of the par fives are well under 500 yards, but I really struggled with the greens. This is only part one, the first nine, and on the back nine, stay tuned for when that gets posted. But I'm pretty sure I have a 4-putt. I think I have one 5-putt. Even take a look at this. This is technically putt number 2. I barely tapped that. And look how much it rolls and flies. I struggled a lot, and I think it's, for us average Joes who bounce around a lot of the local munis and local courses, the greens typically aren't going to be cut to, pretty high in the stimp meter, where, we're used to it rolling average. So when you go on to a pretty much private type course, it's a whole nother animal. But anyway, this is a pretty cool shot. I give you a live feed. Just to give you an idea. So that's the last shot I took. It's like a roller coaster of hills. It just goes up and down and up. I played a punch shot like 120 yards, and we're in prime position right here. This course is great. Good Lord, that screeching sound from the cart was the most obnoxious sound ever. If you're still watching this and haven't just closed the video by now, props to you, kudos. You're the best, but man, that was obnoxious. Anyway, we throw a dart, little bird opportunity, and yup, we drain it. You could see I barely tapped that one, and it's a pretty good roll. So we make up for that bad bogey to start on hole 2, that easy par 3, and we are back to even par. And for a lot of us that are from Northern Virginia, like myself, driving 90 minutes, 2 hours, any direction south or even southwest, but there are some really awesome courses. I'm glad I was able to live commentate kind of the elevation changes and hills that we had. And you'll see some of the holes here, and even on the back nine. I'm a big elevation guy, so a course like this really, really appeals to me. You can see there's gorgeous trees. It's kind of narrow on some holes. There's a few times water comes into play, but elevation is just so cool. It's kind of my cup of tea. Anyway, you saw there was a camera glitch. We end up bogeying that hole, so we're +1. And then, oh gosh, this blow-up hole. If I could have this one back. And when you go back and around and look at the blow-up holes, this is one where I'm not going to look back and be like, oh, I could have played it better, or I should have done this or that. I just chunked a shot because I suck. I mean, no other reason besides that. And take a look at this. That chip shot sailed D-greened, so we're on the fringe. That putt, if you notice, I barely tapped it. It's off the camera. That is a good old 3-jack for a triple bogey. And I think it's becoming pretty clear that even though this is a short course, for example, this is a 270-yard par 4, the greens are the course's defense. I mean, it's not even a secret. And by the way, fun fact about this hole, if you do end up playing it, there was a little plaque that said, I guess one of the members had a hole-in-one here, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, how rare is that? 60 yards, it was from there, up this big slope to here. Oh, wow, farther than I thought. Let's putt this out. Counting it. So for all the critics on their couch or on their phones watching this, and they're like, hey, Mark, that shouldn't count. You got to hit cups. It's got to go in. Well, why don't you go eat doo-doo in a pumpkin patch? Shout out JP DePasso. For what it's worth, and whether if you care or not, I'm a pin out guy. I actually despise the pin in. When I'm filming by myself and it's just, you're kind of not trying to slow pace the play down already by filming, I just leave them in. So, yeah, maybe I'm just telling myself that to help sleep at night, but whatever, we're counting it. So, second birdie of the 9. And then here, take a look at this one again. It's a par 5, super short, but, big shocker, the green absolutely killed me. I thought I barely tapped that. It broke a lot more than I thought. I think I'm pretty pissed off here, and I don't even really line it up. I just kind of walk up and putt it. Thank God I made that, because that's another stroke that could have killed me. So pretty happy with the 5 there. I mean, everyone's always happy with par, but admittedly, these shorter 5s, I do have to take advantage. So maybe, yeah, if I play it again, I might take different lines, be more aggro. But hey, I had a birdie putt, can't be mad. Speaking of birdie putts, here we go. We have a short par 3, and I don't know if the camera does this justice, but this was, geez, I don't know. That was like 75 feet maybe. I put it to about 4 or 5 feet, and so that lag putt, absolutely ridiculous. I'm not even going to lie. I kind of just guessed the speed and knowing how fast they were, and it just sailed pretty perfectly. I will take a comfy 2-putt par on that par 3 anytime. And then the last hole, hole 9, it's another short par 5. Everyone knows I'm not a long hitter. You've probably heard me say that a bunch, so I'll stop bringing it up. But if I'm going to get to this range, which I'm very happy with, 75 and under, I think this one in particular was like 55 yards. All carry, though. Man, shocker. Didn't hold the green, rolled off, but I got to get these closer is where I was trying to go with that. And then you'll see here, I opt for the Texas wedge. Because the greens were so fast and intimidating, I was actually scared to grab a wedge and try to chip it on. I elect for the Texas wedge. We end up putting it short, and man, that was a tough par. But again, we're never mad at pars. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the front 9. End up with a plus 339. Stay tuned for the back. I tell you, it gets kind of crazy. We have we have a 4-putt on video. I think maybe a 5-putt. It gets crazy. But check out the rest of this beautiful course. Hopefully to have that out soon. Thanks for tuning in.